Alright, shout out to the Street Wolves. We do this for you. Except for AJ. AJ don't do this for you.
Cause I'm not a street wolf.
You know what I'm saying? No matter how much he's around the Street Wolf, he ain't for the Street Wolves. You know what I'm saying?
Now I support him, but I'm not a street wolf. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. We also have one of my favorite people, my cousin Tish.
Hey guys.
Tish from Uptown. Slash Staten Island.
Yes, gotta represent both.
Yeah. Alright, well, as always, man, I need y'all to support Third Siders, AJ Dunk. Support me with these podcasts.
All caps.
Make sure you go to ajdunk.com, man. I need y'all to go check the website out. I don't want you to go check nothing else out. Or, no, if you want to get in touch with social media or anything like that, go to ajdunk.com. We need that traffic going that way. As always, I'm going straight into the bullshit, y'all. Straight into it. As always, man. So, I get up early in the morning all the time, man. I'm not a morning dude. I hate when people try to talk to me in the morning.
Me too.
Listen, if you trying to talk to me, ain't got shit to do with no money, ain't got shit to do with my job, ain't got shit to do with nothing important, don't say nothing. Don't say shit. Like, I don't really, especially if I ain't have my shower in the morning. Like, some people, they need coffee to wake them up. I need a shower in the morning. I take like 2 or 3 showers a day anyway. If I ain't have my shower, like, don't come over. Especially, I hate when I'm on the bus or train and I'm fresh out the shower, feeling good, and a stank motherfucker sitting right next to me. I hate you for that.
But that's not fair. They paid their fare.
You're right.
Well, gotta be smelling like
he using my saying against me. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know what AJ's talking about, check me out on Instagram or Twitter, Facebook. You'll see the videos, little videos I throw up there. You'll understand what he's saying.
It's not fair.
Yo, that's my public transportation chronicles right there. It's not fair. I paid my fare. Why should I have to deal with this type of shit?
I'm about to start using that one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So in that same spirit, we gonna go into what happened the other day, alright? So it's 7 in the morning, I'm on my way to work, minding my business like I enjoy doing.
Right.
Right? Some of y'all should have just learned to enjoy that shit too.
So early in the morning.
Yeah, so I would get into the train, Mike. I'm sitting there, I just want to relax, get my little shut eye for a little 20 minutes or so. And something just stone cold smacks the shit out me in my nose, right? And I just smell like one of the most foulest smell. It almost like elephant shit. Like, I'm like, yo, what is this? And when I turn around, it's 4 broads in the train car with me. Spread out. They're not even together. It's 4 chicks. And I'm looking around. And then I had to ask myself the Lotto award-winning question. Worth a few million. Not who was it. I just want to know, was that a fart or was that a queef? Was that your ass that accumulated that smell, or was it a queef that accumulated that smell?
Straight, that's what it just smelled like. It came straight from down there. Not even no body odor, just straight from down there. Damn, I thought
I'm sitting here trying to figure it out, so I just gotta ask y'all, have y'all ever been in a situation like that where you are on public transportation and one of them smells just puts the rush on you, but it's like really nobody in the car? Are you more concerned with who did it or where did it come from?
Oh, why? Why?
My thing is, I have to be more conscious about my reaction.
Okay.
Because I can't lie when it comes to stuff like that. Like, my face just like cringes up.
Yeah.
And like, if I have on sunglasses, which I usually do on public trains, I'm taking them off and I'm searching. Like, I'm looking.
And you saying that, I forgot to leave that one little detail out. I actually said, I was like, yo, what the fuck is that, man?
Nah, I don't.
What's up with you bitches, B? And they all just
oh shit.
but they all like looked up and like looked at, they like looked at me. They looked like in it, like past me, and then they all just like put their face straight, and that's what made me think like, yo, hold
it was
on.
all of them.
Yeah, like, yo, man, what are the odds that ain't come from none of y'all ass?
What if she came over and gave you a hug?
Nah, get the fuck out of here. She would have got stiff on. If you ever seen the college football Heisman Trophy. That would me. She got the shit stiffed on that, man. Fuck
But
that.
like, you smelled it as soon as they came on, or it was like,
No, it was like, well, there was one chick already in there, right? And then
smelled
the
decent
other
when
ones,
she first came in.
the other ones got in before me, right? And I was talking to the conductor, because sometimes that
you was on a
particular
train? Or the
yeah,
bus?
yeah, no, I was on the train. I was getting in the train.
Oh, okay.
So what happens is the conductor's there, and I'm asking him a question because at certain times in the morning, I'm up real early to go to work. Certain times that particular train might be going express. Sometimes it's going local, or sometimes they do some real bullshit where they take you a certain distance. Then you gotta get off that shit and wait for the same train of the same number,
New
which
York
is fucking
City
ridiculous.
shit. I paid my fare.
Yeah, I paid my fare. It ain't fair. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there and I when we first go, boom, there's a chick in there, Betty. So I started talking to the conductor. The rest of them get on, and I'm like, all right. So I'm like, yo, fuck, you know I'm gonna jump on this train either way. And I get on this shit, and I was like, yo, like it was like an instant backhand. Like, yo, what the fuck?
That's the worst.
What if it was there before they got there?
That's the
I highly
worst.
doubt it.
Yeah,
highly
that's the
doubt it.
worst.
Did you go over and smell each one?
I would have smelled it when I stepped
No,
into
no.
the car. It didn't hit me till I reached the seat. Those are seconds right there.
Who had
man.
their legs open?
You know what? I didn't even analyze that part. I was so offended. I was offended. Like, man, one of you bitches could have told me, yo, fam, not this card, fam.
Wow! Really? You're gonna put a caution tape
Stop
up?
me as I'm walking in the car. Whoa! Not this card,
You're
fam.
putting the police tape up,
You
huh?
might want to go to another card, fam.
Next.
Sorry, this one's blocked off.
I can respect that right there. Like, stop me in my tracks. Yo, fam, this ain't for you. This ain't the kind of day you want to have. Don't come in this car. Go to the other one. Or wait for the next train. Either way, I've been good with that. I don't want to smell your queef.
Ugh. That's nasty.
He told me about this topic before. He said he wanted to wait
Yeah.
to bring it up with you.
Let me tell you, I make moves, so I be on public transportation often. And just the other day, I was on, I believe it was the bus, and this guy, like, it was smelling regular, you know, New York City, toxic air.
Yeah.
And this guy just came on, and it just smelled like nasty armpits, like onions and everything. And I'm like, you know, you could tell that a part of his culture didn't require to put on deodorant. And I was just
It wasn't in the bylaws?
It wasn't in the law. It wasn't in the Bible. You can't do it. And I was just the whole time I'm there, I'm like, why? Like, why can't you disobey the rules? Go buy the deodorant and just put it on. Like, why are you smelling that funky? Like, why? I don't understand. Like, but for real, like, you know how there's, like, no offense to any religion or anything right now. I respect everybody's, you know, worshiping. But, like, some people just don't put on deodorant and it's a part of their religion or whatever the case may be, their culture. And that shit is annoying. Especially in the summertime. It's been real hot these days. And I'm just saying, you can't break the rule one time. Have courtesy.
One time.
Have the courtesy for
One
the
time.
tight ass packed train stations or buses and throw it on for the
Listen,
one
you
time.
don't want to get me tight with a lot of them?
$1? You can't spend $1?
It's a lot of them, like, in a corner store, right? So we used to all the time, even the homeboy we used to get the socks and t-shirts from and all that fly shit. Like, yo, on any day I can catch you out here trying to cheat on your wife or anything of the sort, my man. You breaking religion any fucking way.
Right.
You mean to tell me you could have just
But you
got that deodorant
Oh,
on?
my God.
You could have throw the deodorant on? I've been in and out the store all fucking day. You supposed to pray 5 times. I ain't seen you not even
Right.
twice. And you mean to tell me you could just, like, come on, my man.
One
You
time.
break the rest of the rules.
Secret.
Why not this one, big?
Degree something.
Yo, my one
Health
question.
is wealth. So that's your sex. Come on. How you try to bag a girl and
Yeah.
you cheated on your third wife because you already got 3. And you smelling that funky. I don't
it's
understand.
smelling like that,
I don't
man.
understand.
My
I
question
don't
is,
know.
do you think that people that smell that bad, they can smell it themselves?
Yes.
Or
You had to.
Definitely.
damn.
Definitely.
You got to, though.
Definitely.
Listen, you can ask
Everybody smells BO.
You can ask any female
Definitely.
I haven't been with. Like, I'm very conscious about that. How I smell? I take long showers. I gotta hear people talk shit about it all the time. And
Whoa.
hold on. I take sometimes 3, like especially in the summer. Sometimes it's 4 showers in a day. Most of the time, I take around 2 or 3 showers daily. You know what I'm saying?
Long showers.
Yeah, I take long showers, but whatever. So the point I'm trying to make is like, yo, I'm like conscious about it, and especially in my line of work, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing physical labor, so there are times I smell, and I know, and then people will tell me, yo, you bugging out, like you really don't smell like the way that you think you smell. Cool.
You feel it, you gotta take care of it.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about that. And then when it comes to some of these other people, I'm like, yo, fam, check this out. Especially on public transportation, you had the fucking audacity to put your arm up to hold the railing.
Oh,
you know how you smell, my man.
That's the worst.
You know it. You fucking
worst.
know it. So instead of you standing by the door with a bars low where you can grab it here and keep this down a little bit, you chose to go for the high joint. Why? Why would you go high when you could go low? Why?
That's the worst. I be screwing up my face. I don't care. I look at them too, like, nigga, you know you stink. I look at them like, yeah, you stink. Put my finger under my nose, like, oh. And I
it's you.
I give the loud too, like, oh.
But you know what's crazy? When somebody make a sound effect or make a comment, that same person who knows them got the nerve to look around.
Oh,
why are you looking around? You know it's you. You know it's you.
You know it. If you sense it, you smell it, and you know it's you, take care of it. Ain't no reason for you to be out here. Nah, it's 2016. There's
and if you're in a position
clinical, there's regular dollar stores, Dollar Tree, $1. If you see a crackhead, 2 for $1. Why?
Where crackheads gonna get it for you, my man? That's what you gotta do.
It's ridiculous.
But if you know, sometimes you like. Shout out to all my homeboys who literally listening to this straight out of coming out of Central booking for the weekend. You know you stink when you got a battle there. I've been there plenty of times. I know I was thinking, right?
You stink.
But I knew that I stunk.
Still deodorant.
No, you gonna put it right back in jail, bitch. No, but you know it's a long ride from Central Booking to your house. Do us all a favor, comrades. Respect to you all.
Don't put your arm up.
Go low. Go for the low bar. Please go for the low bar. If you have to hold on, go for the low fucking bar. Do not reach up high, especially if you're not in a packed train.
Right.
Please don't do it.
I'm not quiet because I'm that person. I'm not
I was
saying
about
that.
to ask.
I'm not quiet because of that.
I was about to ask.
I'm just sitting back and I'm listening.
Okay.
The other day I got on the train. Like what I need to start doing is I need to take a shower earlier before I leave. Like I need to take a shower and then like chill in the air condition and let my body get used to that temperature before I go outside. Because taking a shower and then getting dressed in the air and then going outside, I sweat. But I don't stink when I sweat because I put on deodorant and all that, and I wear 3 layers of shirts.
I've been around
like,
you quite a few times, man. You ain't never stink to me.
Exactly. As soon as I smell a little bit, I'm like, oh, sorry, gotta make a move.
If you was out of pocket like that, I'd let you know.
I carry deodorant with me because I'm not even trying to be that guy.
Yeah. But I expect that out of any one of y'all though.
Especially
like,
when it's hot as fuck. Nah.
Yeah, but I expect that out of any one of y'all, man.
Off.
If a nigga stink like that, don't let me go out. Don't do that. It's up to you to be like, yo.
Real friends. Who's gonna tell you? Real friends.
I'll be the first one. I'm like, yo, listen. Your smell is.
Yeah, I need to know that. That is your place. That's your position. You're supposed to be like, yo, it's not going down like that. Especially if I'm gonna be with you.
Right.
Especially
you representing me.
Yeah, and you know me and you been to different places together. You know what I'm saying?
He's pointing to me.
Man.
He's not talking to Tish right now because he just imaginary things that people can listen.
Tish too. We've been in all kind of family. We got family all over the damn place.
I would hope my cousins tell me that, yo, Tish, put that deodorant on. He's funky.
Yeah. You can't be out here
don't
like
be
that.
having me here. Look, nah.
Listen, when you was younger, you used to get roughed up like one of the other guys too. So if you would have came up in there with yourself stinking like that, you'd have got your ass kicked.
Yeah, I would have got roasted.
You know,
would have been a heat session.
What you can do though?
Would have been crazy.
Since I know you crazy enough to do it, you can buy.
Thank you, AJ. I think
you could buy a pack of wet wipes, and then if they get on there, you can just take one out and hand it to them.
They have body cleansing wipes too. They call it like refreshers.
You can carry those with you. And
Throw them at people.
don't even, like, if you have headphones, just keep them in. Don't even look at them. Just pull it out and hand it to
Here you
them.
go. Use it at the sink.
Like if you go somewhere and they're like, hot towel.
Yeah, man.
Here you go.
I might just do that and offer you to pay your ticket if you go in between the carts. You get a ticket if you go in between the carts in New York. I'll pay your fucking ticket. You do that and freshen up in between
You
the
don't
shit.
even gotta go between the
We ain't
carts.
even gotta live like that, man. I'm not with it. But in the spirit of public transportation, as always, we're gonna go from having a good time to me having to address some shit that definitely
Oh
bothers me.
God, here we go. Staring up the street, wolf.
Listen, man, I don't get it. But one of the reasons, which AJ pointed out before we started recording, one of the reasons why I held this topic was because I wanted to make sure I had a female around also with a male for us to get a just opinion or a fair opinion on this. So again, I'm on public transportation. I'm on the bus this time, and I see a lady on there. She had an accent, which I'm not gonna say what kind of accent because I don't want people looking at people like that.
It was a street wolf accent.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't one of mine because she wanted to do no dumb shit like what she did. But she had a foreign accent. I'll just say that, right? And there's a reason why I'm pointing that out. Okay. So we're on the bus, and she has a little girl with her. The little girls can be, I want to be fair, so I'm gonna say she's about 4 or 5 years old, the little girl. And I know it's hot outside, as we just addressed. It's been hot. It's been in the 90s, crazy here in New York. She takes the little girl's shirt off. So the little girl's now just on the bus with her with no shirt. And she picked the little girl up and put her on her lap. The little girl might be 4 or 5 years old. Now, it really bothered me. And I really did come extremely close to me saying something to her. And the main reason why I didn't say anything to her was, number one, the bus was full with women. There might have only been like 2 or 3 dudes on there. So it was a bunch of women, and I ain't want this to come off as, yo, you sitting here trying to bully or attack a woman, right? And the second reason why I didn't approach it the way I wanted to and I came really close is because everybody, and that's the reason why I pointed out the accent thing, everybody's culture and things like that dictate different things, you know what I'm saying? And for me, it's, you know, I was born in New York. I've lived in other states before. I always found my way right back here to New York. And I know the crazy shit New York has. And I'm very aware. I'm also a father. So I'm very aware of the pedophiles and all these kind of things. Why invite that kind of shit? Because even if you're saying, or the child is with me, ain't nobody gonna do nothing, you got motherfuckers who sit there and be looking and watching that kind of shit, getting mental pictures and all kind of shit like that. Like, why even do that? Like,
True. I
feel like if you was to do that in your very own home, cool. But even if you got company comes over, I really don't even care if they family. Why you had that little girl with no shirt on? I have a major problem with it. It really bothered me, and I was fighting crazy. I was on the bus with her for maybe 10 to 15 minutes max. But like, I was boiling up in there, and like, I really wanted to address it to her. I just knew when it came to, if there was a few more dudes on there, I think I would have felt more comfortable. Because if I would started arguing with her because our beliefs are different or whatever the case, now like, everybody else would have been looking at it like, yo, that's a man. I'm not really cool with men arguing with women to that degree. I've been in them sort of situations before, and I always say try to avoid it if you can when it comes to the difference in gender. Because I'm not opposed to a bitch getting her head bust either. I'm just saying, if you can avoid that, I don't feel like women should challenge men in an aggressive fashion and vice versa. Right? So when you do that, you have to be okay with whatever the consequences are. In that instant, it would have been extremely wrong for me to be sitting there arguing with a grown woman about her parenting her child. in a setting of majority women. Like, it just would have came off the wrong way. So my question to you guys is, what is your opinion on that in general?
Go ahead, because I'm going to say something completely different.
Okay. My opinion, I mean, definitely after a certain age, I mean, infant, it's okay. Like, you know, if you want to, if it's hot outside, you take your shirt off your kid. But me personally, I wouldn't feel comfortable having my daughter or, you know, my little cousin, a female, any type of young, you know, little lady with their shirt off on public transportation. Like you said, because there's many pedophiles, and nowadays you really don't know what people's intentions are. Like, it could be even a woman. You don't even know that, you know, looking at your child strangely, like, that's just not cool. It's out of respect for your, you know, the kid at the end of the day, because you really just don't know. There's a lot of sick people in this world, and I wouldn't, like I said, infant, it's okay. Pamper, you still get pamper a few months, 1 year old. After that, no. I'm not going on public transportation or anywhere having my daughter or any female family member, my friends' daughters around me shirtless for everyone to see. It's just no, because there's just too many sick individuals in this world, sadly. And even if it's a part of your culture, like, maybe, no, not in this day and age in America, maybe within where you live at, but even so, you still can't trust anybody. You just don't know their ill intentions. You really don't know. I wouldn't do it. I don't think it's the right thing. I would cover up right away. Blanket, something you hot, put on a little t-shirt, maybe leave them in the pamper, whatever. But if your kid is not in a pamper no more, then there's no reason why they should be shirtless, especially if it's a young lady, a little girl. There's no reason why they should be shirtless. Panties, nothing. No.
What you want to, AJ?
So, Jay.
Yeah.
Just one quick question to you. Mm-hmm. Would it be different if it was a little boy?
It would have been slightly different, yeah.
Slightly.
No, you know what I'm gonna say? It would have been different. It would have been different. It's not even slightly. I mean, I'm gonna say a 95% thing. I wouldn't have had a problem with.
All right. Now, my thing is that I don't know a pedophile's mind.
Okay.
But if their mind is that their main thing is children, then it doesn't matter what the gender is. If it's a boy or a girl.
Good point.
A shirt
Good
is
point.
a shirt.
Good point.
And now when it comes to children, it's like, that's a child. Like, I personally wouldn't do that if I was with a little girl, just because of the way that I was brought up. But I'm not going to shame somebody else doing that. That's a child. That's like if you have a little boy and he walks over and he picks up a Barbie doll. I'm not gonna scold him on doing that when he's just a child. Like, to me that depends on age. But that Barbie doll shit you just said. But even still, like, you don't know what that could stem to in the future. Maybe they can be a big fashion mogul. Who knows? You picking up a Barbie doll, like, as grown people, we're thinking completely different than what the child is. Now, if the child is hot and the child just wants, like, all right, I'm hot, and if they start getting bugged out and start being anxious and all this other stuff, all right, boom, we'll do this. But I'm going to keep you right next to me and all this other stuff. Like, I'm going to explain to you the reason why I'm doing this and other things. Like, it's a lot that comes into play with this, but I feel like if a little boy can do it at that young age, then a little girl should be able to do it. Same thing.
I see what you're saying when it comes to that. When you said the thing about the pedophile, we look at them both the same, and you're right about that. That I definitely did not cross my mind. But you gotta understand that any female in general, grown or young, my opinions on them is way different. There are double standards, right. And I'll probably say that shit. I actually feel like a woman at all times, in my opinion, should be majority covered up. Your titties should not be coming out all over your damn shirt. You know what I'm saying? Me as a man, certain things I see like that, yeah, it's sexy. Could I be with a woman like that? Fuck no. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to an actual child, and you know, we was talking about earlier, you were saying it, you know, it's funny, but you know the three things I feel. Like, when it comes to the wolf pack, especially if people don't understand what I mean by wolf pack, is the family, especially the children. Like, it's our job to provide, so provide some fucking clothes for them.
Right.
Protect them and not put them in that space where, because they're innocent, they don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Protect them in that way from what you know, from the harms you're aware of, and educate. Yo, especially at that age, she's not fully gonna know. 4 or 5 years old, they're not gonna know. Yeah, but you still gotta put it on like, yo, women don't do that.
Alright, well, alright.
That's my opinion. I feel like a woman should respect herself enough to cover up certain things. You know what I'm saying? You want to show a little something, yo, alright, cool. But so now what happens when you're doing that with a kid, and this is my personal opinion, and this is why I parent the way I do with my sons. You're setting the precedent. You're setting the stage for what they're going to feel is okay and what they're not going to. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I feel like if you on public transportation doing that type of shit, again, this train is full of God knows what. We all been on the train with crazy people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's women all the time getting groped on trains and all that shit. People doing all kind of... What stops somebody from walking up and actually touching your child? I don't give a fuck what you would do after. I'm talking about why not prevent that, right? And then you're almost saying to the child, this is okay. I'm a firm believer. Everything we're doing now is setting up our children for what they will do. If you speak to my children, as example, this weekend, my kids were with their godfather. He was unaware of the fact that I don't allow them to play with toy guns. When we got on the phone, he apologized. He immediately went over there and took it away from the kids, even if they weren't happy about it. You know what I'm saying? Because we are setting the stage. I grew up rough. I grew up gunplay, fist fights, all of that. I'm setting a precedent for my kids to hesitate. If you know you're not allowed to play with a toy gun, which my kids are aware, they only did this time because their godfather said, yo, go ahead. Okay. If you're aware of that, and I've seen my kids around other kids who try to get past them a Nerf gun or something, my son like, nope. If that hesitation right there saves them from doing something stupid or hurting themselves, then I did my fucking job. So in this case, it's the same thing. You have to, them three things I always say. That's what that situation resembled to me. Like, don't fail them. Let them know from now, yo, this ain't okay, because you have to, they don't know better. They don't know.
I hear you. To play devil's advocate a little bit, let's say that it's a little boy and a little girl on the same thing. Okay. They're both hot. The little boy takes off his shirt. Mm-hmm. The little boy's there. Mm-hmm. You still gotta explain to the little girl why that's acceptable and that's not acceptable. Okay. So you're still painting some type of picture in their mind. Like, my thing is all about how you explain things.
Okay. And that's a valid point.
So if you let that happen, you have to be stern and tell them, like, I'm letting this happen at this current moment because of the temperature. We are not doing this on a regular. And again, this is to play devil's advocate, because I'm not saying
with a boy.
With a little girl.
Okay.
Because the little boy, even still, it's like, it's still a different type of environment. But like, the way that your children act at home is not the same way they're gonna act when they're out at somebody else's house.
Man, I'm the example of that. I'm a walking example of that.
So I'm just saying, like,
you have done something. You haven't done at home.
So it's like it's
this
just,
shit my moms would crack my head about in the house, but I did it out when I was
I'm just saying, it's like certain scenarios where you have to. It's like how you explain it.
I totally agree with you on that.
So like, it's a little girl And you have to make sure that she knows why you're allowing it.
We're going to take a break in the podcast so I can suggest to you that you go to datpiff.com/thirdsiders and check out the project To Whom It May Concern. And the clip we're going to play right now is off a song by the name of THC. So go check that out and let us know what you think about it.
To who it may concern me, not one of the same. Look at the flick of the wrist and match the cuts on the chain. I still loving these hoes who be loving the game. Competition bagged up like I'm cutting some cane. Still stunting the same, really nothing has changed. Always hating on A, like it's something the game. Big ballin' for life, you couldn't walk in these nights. Sour high next to Mars, I ain't talking no spite. Niggas talking no spite, but never naming no names. Couple lames in the game with secret hate in their veins. Swag off the brick, the weed and hella lick. Giants of the shit, Odell and Victor. Never been a trickster, just ask around. Hot potato with the hoes always pass around. Let the homies get some and bring it back around. Smoking gas as I laugh at these classic clowns.
That was just the song THC, a clip of the song THC, which is available on the project To Whom It May Concern, available on datpiff.com/thirdsiders. So be sure y'all check that out and support the homies. Now back to the podcast. Alright, so now let me flip it in this way. And I'm going to ask you first and then I'm going to ask Tish. So let's just say you on that same public transportation and a friend of yours comes on there and does that.
It does what?
And a friend of yours, female, because that's I'm only using female because that's what happened.
Okay.
Your female friend comes on the bus. Friend, we're not talking about an associate, whatever, someone you know very well. They come on the bus with their child, their daughter, and does that same thing. Takes her shirt off. It's multiple people on the bus. It's not jam packed, but it's full. How do you address that, if at all?
Let me also put out there, because I didn't make this clear. Children at a certain age, you may not be able to tell their gender. So if you can tell that it is a straight up little girl, then that also plays a different part. Because if you can see that this is a little girl, then I gotta be a little more firm. If a friend came on there and did that, I'm gonna speak to them. I'm not gonna make a scene because I can't tell somebody else how to parent. It's not my child, so it's not my place to do that. But I will bring up different scenarios quickly to the parent so they can tell if what they're doing at the moment is a good decision or not. Like I'm saying, like you see a lot of little kids and like unless the parent says it, I agree. Or there's a color or there's a blouse or something, you're like, that's a child. You don't know what the gender is.
Well, that's another reason why we have these sort of conversations on these podcasts, because what you just pointed out right now is a valid point. I have been around people whose children you cannot tell what the gender is. You know, sometimes you might think it's a boy and it's a girl, and yeah, like, so you have a valid point. Well, Tish?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I would say something to them. Okay, like put a t-shirt on baby girl real quick. You know, we on the bus, we on the train. Like, you know, you don't know who's around us. Put a t-shirt on them. Like, I have no problem at all saying something like that. If they disagree, I'm like, okay, that's how you feel. They're the parent at the end of the day. I gotta respect how they feel. That's their child. So if that's what you want to do, that's what you're gonna do. I would say something about it. You do something or you don't.
I totally agree with that. Me personally, I feel like if we're friends like that, then it's the same thing. Like, I should be able to holla at you. Just same thing like we was talking about the body odor. Like, man, you know somebody, man, you should be able to, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo,
Yeah.
man, you can't. I really don't. If anything, I see more urgency in that. But it is a touchy topic. Like, I can see how people would shy away from it because it's like one thing I've noticed, and I know not only from being a parent but just watching people is, especially in New York. I'm gonna use New York a little more, right? Because I've seen it more in New York, where people are that much more defensive about what you say about their kid. Like, I've seen people really, and I worked in different places. I worked in schools, I worked in hospitals, and I see how people can react to something with their kid when you say something to their kid. Not even necessarily do anything yet. You just say something.
Yeah.
And like, people want to fly off the handle. One thing is, yo, man, if you stop for a second. I had a disagreement with a parent before over the same thing. I worked at a school, and a little boy kept opening the door to whoever came to the door. And I had to explain to the kid, listen, don't do it. You don't know who you're letting in. Oh, but they're knocking. Okay, it doesn't matter that they're knocking. You can't do that.
Right.
I said, look, next time, come to the office or come to an adult and let them know someone's knocking. And the mother came over and just threw a fit about that. And she and I got into a disagreement. But the whole situation is, and I was explaining to her, yo, you can't put, okay, you're sitting there the whole time on the phone, or, you know, typing, texting, or social media, whatever it was she was doing. Your child sitting there opening the door for everybody. What stops anybody from grabbing your kid?
Right.
What stops anybody from doing something to your kid? And she said, well, I'm sitting right here, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to my kid. So
You
if
never
that's
know.
the case, why did he keep opening the door and you ain't say anything?
Even when they're sitting right there, they can snatch them up.
Listen, it happens in the blink of an eye like that.
Anybody. Yeah, my grandmother still tells me to this day, make sure you lock the door. Don't open the door to nobody.
I say that to my older aunts
She
nowadays
still, I'm
too.
grown. She still be like, don't open the door to nobody. Like, what, grandma?
You know what? But you know what? Like, also, what bothers me some is the fact that, like, I'm gonna clarify this. I'm gonna say this as clear as possible. So it doesn't come off no wrong way. I have conversations with little kids the same way I have conversations with adults. Like, a little kid might tell me something that might get me thinking in a better way. Like, oh, I never thought of it like that. So if I'm somewhere and you see that I'm not trying to take your kid, like I established that they're with an adult, things like that, don't assume that I'm a pedophile just because I'm a man.
Well, you need to not put yourself in that space either.
But I'm saying, like, okay, for instance, I was on the train one time, and the little girl was talking to her mom, and she's saying that I look like some singer or something. And I can hear the conversation, and like, she's looking at me and stuff like that, and looking at the mom, like, I can't miss this. So like, I hear the conversation, and they're talking about some song, and I like sing it, and like, the mom knows that like I'm looking at both of them. So there's nothing pedophile about that situation at all. So I'm saying, don't jump to conclusions, like, because if a female was to do that, it's cool, but a female could steal a child too.
Listen, you're right. Nothing you said right now was wrong. I'm gonna say, as a parent, I would feel that way. I see somebody, which has happened on the train before with me and my kids, with somebody like try to interact with my kids, and of course it's a vibe you get.
Yeah.
But the number one thing I have a problem with is when somebody come towards my kid.
Yeah. Don't make the
saying?
initial.
Yeah.
No.
There was a guy on the train one
that's
time.
different.
He was actually
different.
complimenting how intelligent my kids. You know, my youngest, he was spitting out his ABCs, and he was just so proud to spit it for me straight without messing up. You know, to us that's whatever shit, but to me it was the most amazing shit. My son, ABC straight through without stopping, without messing up, and I was proud of this shit. And the dude, he's just like, yo man, you know, your kids are intelligent, whatever, he's saying all these things. So he made some comments to my kids about the t-shirts they had.
But hold on real quick, did he say something to you first or to your son?
No, it was like a general, like, yo man, they so smart, you know. But he wasn't like looking at me or anything. He just said, yo, they so smart, this and this. And then he goes to my sons, like most kids, they love superheroes and stuff. He starts talking about their shirts. Yeah, but as he's saying that now, he's taking steps towards my kids. And when he did that, I like half got out my chair. And I was like, yo, man. He goes, oh, no. I'm just saying I like the show. I was like, yeah, I will like it from a distance. And he was like, no, it's not even like that. Nigga, I don't know it's not like that.
He should have made that connection with you first. Like, that's great how he's doing his ABCs. Made eye contact.
Yeah, but I don't think it would have been. The only reason why I don't think it would have been different is because you could have told my son from the same spot you told me how small my son was. You could have said, I like your shirt.
But he got closer, so
you ain't had to come close.
Oh, he got close.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he was, you know, maybe 5 feet away from us when he said all that, and then when he said something about my son's shirt, he took the step in with the hand, almost like if he was gonna touch my son's shirt. So that's why I was like, yo, my man, no, yo, it ain't like, nah, nigga, I don't know it ain't like that.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel you 100%.
And to take it a step further, had my kids been the age they are now, I would have reacted more aggressive. Back then they were way smaller, so there was no way I was gonna leave them alone to argue with a clown so that somebody else could have did something to them. No, but and I seen the look on people's face around, almost like if I was ODing, and I'm known to OD, so I'm not gonna act like I won't go too far. But it was one of, like, yo, these are my kids. Like, you could have said the same shit, even if he would have took a step, like a half step, or maybe even leaned a little bit. Cool. When you took that step and your hand started, nah, my man, I'll slap the shit out you. Like, you're not about to touch my kid. There's no reason for all that. So now that's about my kids with a t-shirt. Imagine how I feel about someone that had no shirt, which wouldn't have happened with me. I don't play like that. I don't rock like that. That shit don't happen. Like, in those situations, if it got OD hot in my house, I would let my son have no shirt on, but you're gonna have them shorts on. Because for a man, we don't have them parts like that up here. We don't got no titties. We don't got, you know what I'm saying? So we have to cover our lower half. When it comes to little girls, man, it's not the same thing. And again, I personally feel everything you do is setting the stage for how they gotta know they gotta rock.
Yeah, how you represent yourself later in life.
Can't do that. You got your titties all out now. You're not gonna see the problem with it. So later on, as you do it, and to someone else, it's not a big deal, or to that parent or whatever, it's not a big deal. Then they're gonna keep going like it ain't a big deal. And I always say about creating the norm, which is a phrase I use often, creating the norm. If I came in every day and I made coffee the way I make it and you don't fucking like it, but you don't say shit for 3 years, don't come with the 4th year, yo, my man, yo, that coffee's watery, whatever. What? Now I'm mad at you. And now I got the right to be mad at you because you ain't been beefing about it none of this time. So that's really no different than you creating a norm with your child and them coming off and doing that. My sons all the time run around in their drawers in company, they gonna look at me when I'm like, yo, my man, put something on. Like, yo, what? You ain't been having a problem with it.
Yeah.
So basically, you're kind of saying, like, it was the same thing as a little girl. Like, you got to explain to them, like,
but
all right, well, it's not times for certain situations.
No, yeah, definitely. And I have, to your credit, I have had that conversation with my children about it. But that comes first off, I don't believe when you deal with people, when you tell them something that's bothering you or anything, if you give them an option, they always take the option. Off top, I'm not gonna sit there and explain to my son step by step why. No, my man, because I don't talk with an option. Yo, listen, go put something on right now. Later on, then the conversation goes, yo, look, this is what you gotta do, right? Because not all the time you're gonna be in a space for you to explain it to your kid. So you have to lead by the example. Your kid doesn't know better. You have to protect them.
I get you. I was just
young.
Yeah.
They're young. Sorry, they're young. They're innocent. They're not really aware of things like that at that moment in life because they just think, oh, I'm out here. I got my boxers on or whatever. A little girl too. I'm in my panties and my t-shirt. But you have to let them know, like as well, like you said, when we have company, you have to cover up, put your stuff on because you can't be as comfortable as you feel at home around everybody.
Definitely.
When you home, it's it's okay, but when we have company, you have to cover up. And the same thing as in riding the train or whatever. Like we on the train, it's hot. Okay, you want to take off your shirt? Take off your shirt, pants. Cover yourself. Girl, you got a tank top on. If you got a little t-shirt, even like girls wear t-shirts under their shirts. Take your shirt off. You still got your t-shirt on. Like it's just goes into play with that. You just gotta know when and where at the right time. And every parent should be teaching their kids that, how that works in life, whether it's family or just public transportation wise, home or not home.
And if you
That
don't,
made any sense.
and if they do it, and you don't tell them, next thing you know, they're gonna be on a train with body odor,
Yo, you'll be on the train with
and they're
Leo.
gonna have their hands on the top shelf,
Definitely,
reaching
man.
for the bottles on the top shelf. Give you all
Don't reach for the top. You smell like that. All right, man. We're about to get up out of here, so just let them know where they can find you.
Find me on Snapchat, Tish C with 2 I's, TIISH. Instagram, I don't even know right now. Oh, Miss Cooper. How can I forget?
there we go.
There we go.
There we go.
You can find me on Instagram, Miss Cooper. Like I said, Snapchat. Make sure y'all follow AJ Dunk. Make sure y'all listen to the J Legend Effect.
Oh, here we go.
And do what you gotta do. Don't miss out.
Hurry up. See, you getting the plug right
like
there,
that.
man.
I like that.
Man.
I like that.
AJ, let them know. Well, AJDunk.com.
You can find me in St. Louis rolling no dubs. I'm sorry, it was just a Nelly moment. I saw that Nelly got some cred for his country.
You look
grammar
like
album.
somebody who was
Don't-
running around with that half mask.
That's not
You
even
look-
Nelly. That's
you
his
look-
boy. Why?
Yeah, you look like homie.
How do I look like him? You don't even know what his face looks like.
You had the half mask. I
Yo,
know you did.
that is so-
You was the kid in the background, or your older brother was the one who was out here acting like Nelly, and you was stuck being homie with the half mask.
That's so messed up. That's like
Yeah.
I'm saying. That's like if I
You
call.
can find me.
Right?
Main Street of the Love.
That's like if I said you look like medium Joe. You're not fat Joe. You're not skinny Joe. You're medium
Medium
Joe.
Joe.
That's messed up.
That would be funny though. that would,
That's messed up.
excuse
Nah.
me. That's funny. Right there, yo.
See, I do make jokes, but it's AJ Dunk, AJDunk.com, or just AJ Dunk, period, all caps at gmail.com. That's the easy way to contact me there.
Follow.
There you go.
And y'all make sure y'all check me out. Need you subscribe to the podcast, and remember, tell a friend and tell a friend. Now, I always end every show with letting people know the 3 things I feel you got to do. We're gonna let AJ take us out on that.
Ooh. That's our fake wolf sounds.
So do you
Better than AJ's, but go ahead.
better than AJ? Oh,
Yeah, husband, man.
that's what kind of wolf I'll be. I'm like, I gotta go do some wolf stuff. But you mean give him the real 3,
The 3.
the real 3, or you mean give him my 3 and then your 3?
No, my 3.
The 3.
Okay.
Let's go.
J
Alright.
Legends 3s. Kobe with 3.
Yo, fuck, I mentioned that shit.
All right, so I'll get the mama mentality.
No, fuck out of it. Can you take us up out of
I
here,
am.
please, sir?
All right. So, there's always 3 things I talk about when you're listening to the J Legend Effect, okay? There's 3 things you must do for the children and for the future.
For the wolf pack.
For the wolf pack, for the street wolves and the future street wolves. There's 3 things. You protect, you provide.
The pro what?
Profile.
Yo, listen, all right? People make fun of me a
I
lot.
might just ask my cousin to do this.
I know what it is.
You fucking up.
No, it's just the fact that I always got
This
a lot of-
podcast just went 5 minutes extra because AJ fucking up.
Yo, listen, all right? I got a problem with the way I speak, all right? I got a lot of saliva. It happens when I go to the dentist
Pause.
and all that.
That's why he got the wet snap.
Yeah.
Wet laugh, baby. That's how the wet laugh came about. There we go. But there's 3 things you must do for the people: provide, protect, and educate.
There we go.
Keys.